There it is. Hello, hello everyone. Let's get the music turned down just a little bit more here, shall we? Oh, no, that's muted. There we go. Nice and quiet in the background now. Alrighty. Wait for the textures to load in. There they are. And the mic stopped again. Oh, there it is. Jeez, what's wrong with this mic, man? What's going on with it? It's been silly lately. I don't know. I think I might just need to like, I don't know, plug it back in again. Yeah. Let's move it a little closer, shall we? Yeah. Come on, closer. There we go. That's more what we're looking for. Once in the way a little bit. There we go. All right. Now that we've slowly been brought to our own tower here. All right. So this time we've got steel going on up there. It's currently stopped, but it's there. That's the big thing. Alrighty. So, there's a whole bunch that we want to do today. The biggest thing we want to do... Oh, is not die here. Okay. Okay. Next biggest thing we want to do. I'm so used to having the jetpack or the hover. Oh man, we're so far from both of those. Anyways, while we're up here, I actually want to know, can we see the other tower? Not quite yet. It's further that way. Yeah, not quite yet. We're close. Maybe that's it in the distance. I don't know. That might just be some trees, though. All right. Let's grab some steel beams, some pipes, some more pipes. Oh, we're full. We don't need a single piece of Caterium ore. That doesn't help at all. Alright, so yeah, last stream we got here. We got to steel. Which isn't a bad place to be, but I think it's time we start tearing things down. We'll leave this up here, because, I mean, this floor is decent for steel. We're making about 100% use of the steel that's coming out of here. So, like, it's not terrible. It could be better, but... yeah. Let's go ahead and start the teardown process of below. But let's start with... let's see, did I get a bunch of AI splitters? No, I did not get a bunch of AI splitters. I've got the limiters, sorry. I've got 6, which isn't half bad for a like a dump chest area, but we want to do it better. Let's start with tearing down Fixmas, because that didn't end up working. And I know I could totally complete it more, but at this point it's really not worth it. That was already a dump location right there. Undo that, and then sort that. Okay. Let us begin the laborious process of tearing down a factory. Okay, it's really not that bad, if I'm being honest here. Could be worse. No, not that. No, come on. What's in this? Interesting. Don't know why that's still there. I'll just go ahead and wiggle in this general direction now that we don't have to be nearly as safe about it. So get us a decent amount of resources back at least. That's a plus. Hey look, it's the fake despair! And decree! What's up, guys? Yes, it's Jums. I don't know why I can never remember Jums, but like it's just I don't know, man. Like okay, I do have an idea. Like when I was training at my job, the guy that trained me, he's now like one of my like closest friends at work. I didn't remember his name for an entire month. It's just Brian of all things, but like. I couldn't even remember that, so like the fact that I can't remember Jum's Dune until it's brought up to me, yeah. Decree, your head hurts. I believe it, man. How many shots deep did you end up last night? I was there for what, 8 of them? Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining. It means a lot. Today's stream, we're planning to tear all this down and redo it as soon as we can. As we're looking for... Oh, did I already get the... Hold up. I already got the Miner Mark II. When did that happen? What the heck? I thought I still needed to do this. Okay, sure. I ain't gonna complain. Jump pads. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll take that. It's definitely time to start getting the project parts for the space elevator over there ready then. Jeez. All right. Well, as much as I don't want to, it's officially time to take all of this down and make it better. Our first few permanent layers of the factory, because later when we can increase production and everything, we'll end up just taking it up to another floor and doing it all again. Jeez, there's just so much stuff here, my goodness. I can get rid of all of the Fixmas stuff, to be fair. Get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that. And that. And that. Over here, I saw presents. You were just so drunk when you were playing. You blacked out? Legitimately? You're like legitimately, like, what's the last thing you remember from last night then? I'm interested. The pizza rolls were not responsible for your blacking out, if that's what you're trying to insinuate, you loser. Oh, the empty belly. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was the one that kept telling you gotta get some food, man. Like, I was this close to looking up your address because you sent it to me once, and just DoorDash and you some McDonald's. I'm being honest. All right, if I take that power thing down, it actually unpowers the top as well. Which is not necessarily something we want to do yet, but it's inevitable at this point. It's like Thanos. Not sure there's much we can do to stop it. Get rid of those. Get rid of these. Get rid of this. Get rid of those. The most painful part of the 5x5. I spent so long setting this up the first time, and now we're just undoing it. Fine though. We'll make it infinitely better. Especially now that we can we've got some cheat stuff here. We can okay, cheat isn't the right word. We've got some things to make this much easier on ourselves. That splitter is going to be a godsend because we can just kind of put everything made in one area into a one conveyor belt. All right, and then let's jump right on top of that. Sort this. We do not need ore. There's nowhere in my life that I think I'm ever going to need that ore again. Alright, empty LEDs must stop. I remember playing CS, and I went to see Despair, and I had a lobby of just me, him, one other dude, and then bots, but yeah. Think you're gonna get Panda? Since when did they add so much movement into this game? Satisfactory? Down. Okay. Get all this stuff out of here. No, stop trying to take out the stuff that we do want to keep. Of course I let. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. This is gonna suck to go get. Throw out that. Throw out that. Throw out that. All right. I can't just. Ugh. Gotta go get those. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean by movement? This game's been really good in the past. So they're on update 5 now. Ooh, what the heck? Did y'all see that? There was a thing. Am I going crazy? Oh, like sliding? That's been in the game for I think it was the not the last update, update 5. It was either update 3 or 4, so it's been about a year. Well, sliding makes you go faster, but you do have to figure it out. It's one of those like they don't tell you this kind of things. Yeah, they've also got like a jetpack and like a little hoverboard. Those on accident. Alrighty. Pretty sure that's... Yeah, I need to be more careful. 'Cause that's the actual floor we want to get rid of. Oh, too far. Oh my goodness. I haven't played since 4. Had no idea there was sliding. I mean, fair. My friend from work really showed me how this all ended up working out. Actually, no. I should leave those. Those mark where the manta boy flies. Alrighty. And to heroic music, we complete the teardown. Shh, you didn't see that. Or those. You didn't see those at all. Oh, man. I don't even know how to get those. Fuck, man. There's a lot to mastering this game, if I'm being honest here. It's quite a game. What? No! Ah! Throw those. Get rid of all that. Go. Okay, and then we got steel going up to there. That's what we want. Exactly what we want, exactly how we want it. Alright, is that everything? I say as I almost walk off. Is that everything? Is that everything? That's everything. Alright, and now begins the true 5x5 challenge. Okay, those ones aren't next to each other then. Alrighty. Well, it's time. Let it begin. Alright, so our first floor definitely has to be smelters. As many as we can make. Let's try to get these placed nicely. If you place them back, you merge in the middle nicely. So then we'll come around here, and we'll want to be, and then one back from the intersection. And they merge nicely. All right. Boom. So now these, if we do iron, are going to work at a rate of 30 per minute. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 of them. So we can do 30 times 12 to figure out 360, which I believe that would mean that we need, because I can only do 270. Yep. 360, that means that we want 2 Mark III belts coming through here. Full of this stuff. Is Mark IV really locked behind the next tiers of things? It is. Because it just uses that, but okay. Okay. So we'll want 2 Mark IIIs. We want them at 30 times 6. We'll want them at 180 a minute. We'll probably need to involve multiple of these then. It's probably finally time to start going out and getting more of that, because this is only 120 per minute. Which means it'll only successfully handle 4 of them. Okay. So there's that one. There's those 2. And there's 4 over here. Well, hold up. This is not a Mark II, is it? It's not. So we can just upgrade that to a Mark II. Now, okay. We'll go handcraft some of that. We'll get that set up to actually automatically create itself later. Oh, I think I've already got enough stuff here. What? Sorry, I guess I was looking into in the device here. All right. So we'll put some of these in. And we'll take that out. We need 10. We're gonna upgrade a bunch. Let's just make them all. Better to make them all than to not make enough. And 21, 22, 23. Auto mine, what is this? What do you mean? The automatic miners? That's... How do you play the game without them? It's an utterly miserable experience. Portable miners. Auto craft. Oh, if you just hit space, it just crafts for you. Dang it! More things. And I never... we got so much to craft here. Jeez Louise. Modular frames. I don't have space in the inventory. Okay. We'll put back... that. Iron ingots. That. Sure. Just tap space and it'll craft for you. Your life is a scam. Yeah, no, to be fair, I didn't find this out till... I just kind of accidentally hit space instead of held space, and then it just crafted. And I'm like, sure, okay, I'll take this. My life is a scam. Yeah, I felt the same way. I really did feel the same way. Alright. So, 20 of these. To upgrade the miner. You know what? Screw it. Let's just keep going. Why not? Don't have a reason to, like, stop. Now, okay. That's actually a pretty good reason to stop. I don't have the ability to support taking all these out, actually. Like, they're gonna max out the 270 conveyor. If I do it like this. Can I fit 2 mergers here? I can't. These are gonna have to move. Let's see if I can. Okay. We're gonna do this a different way then. If I can put conveyor splitters right there, just like that. All right. Yeah, sure. And then I can put the smelter right there, and then I'll actually line up the splitter properly. I can put the smelter even closer than that. And then I can still... And then I can still... just like that. And that'll connect. I can definitely fit it like that. Okay. So let's do the same thing again over here. I think I put that in the wrong spot. No, it was just wanting to align wrong. Alright, and then now I can do multiple mergers here. And there. And I can even fit something through the middle here too. Cool. Okay, much better. Much better. So what, you held space? My life is more of a scam. What did you do? Did you like rapidly click it? Like what did you do? I'm curious now. Or did you keep it on the mouse? You hold click. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for the first little bit I did that until I don't remember what I was doing, but it's just I've discovered a lot of things through a strange series of accidents. Like, oh, I accidentally hit space and it did something. I think I was trying to type somewhere else, and I heard a tink when I hit the. I don't remember. All right, so technically I'm supposed to include walls in the 5x5. Luckily, I think that lines up. I don't know if there's still beams. They're all up there. No! What is that? Hey! You get down from there, sir. Alright, we're gonna have to build the ladder again. Come on, come on. No! What? He clipped through it! No! Is he not consistent? He's not consistent. No fair. Ugh. At this point, I don't care. Invincible Manta Ray can do whatever Invincible Manta Ray wants to do. My 5x5 is right here. Alrighty. I don't know why there was just a random power pole there, but sure. Alright. Which one of these was the connector before? Let's do this one. Bring this out over here. Ooh, I almost died there. Floor is too steep. What do you mean floor is too steep? There's plants here. And then we can probably bring that all the way down to the ground, because these can be pretty long. Oh! Okay, we're live. Don't worry about it. We're live. Oh my goodness. Pixels. We are live by pixels. Jeez. You got the game the second day it come out, so all the bugs and weird mechanics haunt me. Yeah. Yeah, I was the same way with, there's a RPG that I played for a while. It's called Pathfinder Kingmaker, and yeah, no, it was the same way. I got burnt by the bugs a few too many times and could never get back to it. I heard it got stable, but yeah, no, I feel that. It's pretty solid now. I haven't had anything game-breaking. Like, ever, in the time I've been playing. Started when, yeah, I got gifted the game from one of my friends, and I have already put 150 hours into it since I got it a couple months ago. I don't know, you might say those are rookie numbers for a couple months, and I do tend to agree with you, but that's a lot for me. I don't typically do games on the computer aside from RuneScape. Should go to show how much of a fucking nerd I am, let's be honest. I'm very much more a console guy, Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Skyrim, but Skyrim's also not necessarily the best example because I've never beat it. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay, don't hold shift while you're going down the ladder. Apparently you'll fall off. You'll fall off even if you don't hold shift. Okay, whatever. Alrighty. No. Oh, dang it. We want to go the other way. one more. Alright, then we'll do the conveyor wall. And then we do have enough to Mark III at least some of this. And then the power's still going. So, we're fine. Wait, I still haven't beat Skyrim. It's been 10 years, bro. It has! Yes! Yes! And I still haven't, like, actually sat down and beat it. That is correct. Okay, what's going on here? Do I have these placed the wrong way? No. Do I have this placed the wrong way? It should be mergers! No! Alduin has very much destroyed the world by the time I'm honestly gonna tell you, I don't, no, it should be splitters. What the heck? Is it just too close? Was there already one? But like, no, you can take a corner off my gamer card. I've never actually beaten Skyrim. Not once. Too many side quests and then I get bored by the time I'm done. I've done most of the side quest lines. The only one I don't think I finished was Thieves Guild, but I just never actually like went through and defeated Alduin or whatever the dragon's name was. Alduin, yeah. With an, I couldn't remember, like, where the L was in that name. But yeah, now is your calling to finish the campaign. I know. I really should. Hell, it would be half fun to stream it if I'm being honest. Though, those kind of mods aren't stream safe, if you know what I mean. Skyrim stream, Skyrim stream, Skyrim stream. Okay, you know what? Actually, I've been just thinking about. I've got a VR setup. Here, let me. Nope, wrong one. That full screen. I've got a VR setup right there. That's my. It's just an Oculus Quest, but I've got the setup to like actually hook it up to my computer. And I've been thinking. It could actually be kind of fun to try to like beat Skyrim for the first time ever, but to do it in VR. But I don't have experience with like trying to like get like Twitch chat integration or whatever. So like I don't know what I'd have to do, but like. Being honest, I think it would be fun. It can't be too hard. Yeah, no, there's gotta be mods to just straight up do it. It's just whether I want to take the time to do that or not. I'd be like the only one to beat Skyrim in VR. No, I'd mod the hell out of it. To make it like actually worth it. There's some really, really cool mods to make like the combat more immersive, and you can like put like scabbards and stuff like on your hips. You actually like draw the weapon from your hips. It's really cool stuff, but it's just whether I want to go through the effort at this point. A little iffy. Anyways, we'll go back to the game. All right, let's get this hooked up. Mark III. And then what else did we need to upgrade this to Mark II real quick? Oh, I got it all. There we go. Now it's going to come out at 240. We only need 180 so we can save some power. VR Skyrim do be tripping sometimes. Yeah, no, I love it. It's one of the things that really got me to be like, this is actually a cool system. Like, you can like draw runes in the air to cast your spells. Like I can literally draw like a little like chevron ka-chunk, and then I've equipped flames. Or like I draw something with my right hand and then my left hand weapon gets enchanted. Stuff like that. It's all cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, I need to power this real quick. I'll do the 3 there and the 3 here. Well, no, actually, hold up. Do I have Power Pole Mark II yet? I do not. Can I go get it real quick? I would love Power Pole Mark II. 300 quick wire. That's not too bad. I just don't have that right now, so we'll deal with only being able to hook up 2 at a time. And then let's put a wall right there, and then we'll put a 2-way wall outlet. Keep us a little more organized and hook that up from the outside. Oh, is that not currently hooked up either? Whoops, that got deleted. Why are we still not happy? I didn't select the frickin' recipe. Rip me. Played it first when it came out, and it sucked. It's probably Venom now, I'm not gonna lie. Did Decree get his panda? Okay, what? Oh. Like, what'd you order? What'd you order, friend? We're gonna judge you on your panda order. Speak. And it shall be known. Panda is American Chinese food. It's better. It's actually Hawaiian food, if we're being honest. Which is to say, it's American food with a Japanese influence, because that's actually what Hawaii is. But it's very, very American, very salty, very fake food. It's good stuff, though. Like, it's not, like, horrible for you. It's just sweet and salty are the 2 main characteristics. Bigger plate, 2 fried rice, grilled teriyaki, 2 broccoli beef, side of super greens, large diet Coke. Okay. You know what? No, I will approve. You actually, like, you didn't get, like, the things that are, like, absolutely terrible for you. So, you have received the council's approval. I say as if, you know what? No, I am the only member of the council. It's my council. Council of 1 is still a council. hook up this last one here, and boom! Iron. Let's come on over here now. Hook those up. Is this side hooked up? No. It's not even connected. Okay, we'll jump up on top here. No, come on. Let me up top. Ah. America. Imagine not having authentic China food. Decree used to live near a small family-owned Chinese place, but my new home is too far for them to deliver. Sag. That is Sag. Authentic Chinese food just doesn't really exist in America, yeah. One of the like main things I actually dislike about America. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things I dislike about America, but one of the biggest things is just how, like, shitty the food is because our American palate is garbage. Like, I want real Chinese food. There's a place near downtown Salt Lake City called the Chinatown Supermarket. They've got a bunch of like actually authentic Chinese restaurants attached, and man, that stuff is baller. I just wish I could get it without having to drive for like half an hour. We have a small row of shops right next to me with 2 bakeries, 1 Domino's, and a really, really good family-owned Chinese takeout. Let's go. I do have a really, really good Chinese takeout near me. The problem is, by calling it a Chinese takeout, I feel like I'm committing cultural sacrilege. Like, it's not Chinese in any way. It is very much Americanized, bastardized Chinese food. It's bad. It's good, but it's bad. Alright, I gotta be careful of our power consumption when we're doing this, by the way. Because that could be an issue. Especially once we start actually producing things. Like, the miners don't take a lot. Oh, wait, and a dairy. The New Zealand definition of a tiny 7-Eleven. Okay, okay. You call them dairies. New York calls them bodegas. We call them convenience stores or gas stations. I wish we had a cooler name for them, but... And I mean, hey... I really wish there was at all an amount of like healthy food that I could get from like a 7-Eleven or a Maverick. Like y'all got it good over there, right? Because it's not just like chips and hot dogs, right? Please tell me it's more than just chips and hot dogs. Because that's like all you can get at an American place like that. That's not coming in the right way, but I'm not gonna get upset about it. Yeah, like you can. Oh man, I'm so jealous. Like, if only I could get like fresh fruit, maybe some veggies, maybe like a legitimate salad that isn't coated in ranch dressing, which, in case you haven't heard, is like half sugar. It doesn't taste like it's sweet, but it's sweet, and that's why it's addictive. Like, man, I don't want to hear Bahama Mama slander. Okay, I'm not slandering the Bahama Mamas. Bahama Mamas are phenomenal. I just wish there were more options. I'm going to go to Maverick. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven, and I'm going to get me a Bahama Mama. But that doesn't mean that I don't necessarily want something else. You know? It's just a Sprouts, lol. Hey, man, no, Sprouts is not a convenience store. At least not the one near my house. Like, Sprouts around where I am, I've always seen it as a legitimate, like, grocery store. Sure, it's a smaller grocery store, but legitimate grocery store. I just want the ability to, like, walk in and not walk out, like, 3 pounds heavier. And that's not accounting for, you know, the filler that my body actually takes from the things. No, just every time I go, it's like 6,000 calories later, and I've got like 4 things in my hands. Like, man, when you have a back surgery at 24 because you're too fat, and I'm not even like fat. Like, I'm down 10 pounds from when I'm like I'm not fat. I'm bigger. But I'm not like what I would call a fat guy. Like, sure, I'm bigger. I got moves and shit, but like, I'm not fat. But like, man, just you realize how much is just how bad America is for you, like health-wise. Ugh. Like, Bahama Mamas are good, but man, are they a fuck ton of calories. Sorry for the language, but like, I don't know how else to say that. The number of things I've had to like full-on just remove from my diet because they're just too many calories is ridiculous. We only need 180 on that one as well, because that's all we can process. So we do already have a little bit of excess here. 10 pounds is solid. I'm jealous. It's a good point, though. America is ridiculous on the health. It is. That's why you eat once a day, tops. I've cut breakfast. That was actually one of the biggest pieces of advice I received from people is breakfast is absolutely horrible for you. Breakfast it's just sugar-loaded grains, which aren't awful for you, with milk, which is it's juice. It's just juice that provides protein instead of just empty carbs, and juice. Like typically you throw some juice and like some more toast, which is more empty carbs. Like, it's terrible. It's utterly terrible. It's literally dessert. A whole wall of pies, sausage rolls, homemade chicken kebabs, fresh fruit, and fresh picked berries from the farmers in our area. Not to flex, but like, no, damn, flex that shit. Flex that. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. That's what I want. I want stuff like that. That would, oh, it would be so good. It would be so delicious. But no, I have to deal with shitty hot dogs in rows and rows of, I don't know, do they call them crisps? Chips? Not like French fries chips, but like crisps, like thinly sliced fried potato chips that are just, at that point you're eating oil and salt more than you're eating potatoes, and potatoes themselves are already just so bad for you. Like, I don't mean to be a health nut, but like, again, a back surgery at 24 because I'm too fat and I have a disease, a genetic disease that makes it so that my back is just terrible. I need to like lose even more weight, and like it's difficult with how the American palate has trained me to like think things are yummy, because unhealthy is yummy for Americans. I would love to be able to go get some just like lean chicken kebabs and fruit for lunch. Like, that sounds great, but that's just not something that exists anywhere near me. I haven't had breakfast in many, many years, but a very solid point. Yeah, no, I didn't eat breakfast before, and now I religiously stay away from the thing, unless I'm like specifically looking for something that's like super calorie dense, like, and then like I go like all out. Like there's this like berry French toast with caramel that I order from DoorDash. It's like really really good, but I only order it like once every other month or something. Like it's a very rare thing. It's like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, you know what, treat yourself, and so I do. Yeah, damn, that's awesome. I'm jealous. Yeah, no, yeah, I would love to have a convenience store like that near me, but just so many people would like not ever shop at it in here. There's always a chip aisle, every store, like it's mandatory. It is mandatory in America. Like chips are like the snack. And like as much as I hate to admit it, like it's true. Like for Americans, chips are a pretty good embodiment of like the perfect American snack. It's got all the hidden sugars. Oh, by the way, I love that I can still climb this ladder. I just gotta point it out. That's one of my favorite parts. I can't climb down it, which means I am going to have to place another one here in a little bit. But anyways, oh yeah, lol, very understandable. Yeah, no, I don't mean to get so worked up over health stuff, but man, I can't help but be like, why can't I also have healthy options at these places? Why is my healthiest option a diet soda, which isn't even that much more healthy? Like, this is Diet Mountain Dew. This is still absolutely terrible for me, but better than anything else I could pick up quickly. Alright, let's get this placed real quick before I get sidetracked again. I'm gonna flip around to the other side. Nope, nope, no, 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 I'm gonna die. Oh. Look at that bounce, though. Oh. Rip. All very understandable. Homemade custard, pies, fruit salads, homemade bread. See, man, like, I love that. I absolutely love that. And the fact that, like, people aren't understanding that that is definitely something we would, like... Oh, I'd eat the shit out of that. Like... I wish fruits and vegetables were the default snack, like carrots, grapes, strawberries. They taste way better and are way healthier. Okay, so I do have an argument against the tastes way better part of that. There is one notable problem with fruits and vegetables that I think is what keeps Americans from going to them as the default. And it is that when you have strawberry, a good most of the time, you know exactly what it's going to taste like, but sometimes it's really sweet or really sour. Sometimes. Meanwhile, when you go to eat a Dorito, it's a Dorito. You know what Doritos are going to taste like. So, like, that's I think the main argument against fruits and vegetables is that they're so variable that it's not necessarily like exactly what you want every time. But when you get Doritos, you know exactly what that Dorito is going to taste like, because Doritos are so processed and terrible for you that if they don't taste the same, then you should have gotten something else. If you don't want the taste of a Dorito, you get something else. 2 aisles of fruits and veg. Okay, that, at our grocery stores, that's pretty typical. We've got a very large produce section here in America. That's something I've heard is a little smaller in other countries, but I mean, we throw out so much of it. I think that's part of why. Anyways, very nice, solid point. 2 aisles of fruits and vegetables in nearly every store. Does that include the dairies? Does that include the bodegas? Because, like, if so, like, man, 0 out of 10 for the death, 9 out of 10 for the bounce. I know, right? It's like Skyrim Giant level of bounce. Like, that was... Each wall is a couple meters. Oh, hello, friend. Where are you? There you are. Each wall is 4 meters. So that was a 12-meter bounce. For our American brains, meters are about equivalent to yards if you're into football. But, oh god, good point. Sour grapes when you want a grape is bad. Wise observation. Yeah, like, that's the main problem with fruits and vegetables. Sometimes they don't taste exactly how you want them to. Like yesterday, I'd made a pineapple margarita for myself. It just wasn't quite as sweet as I was hoping. The pineapple just the juice wasn't as sweet as it could have been. That's not to say it was bad. I just would have preferred something else. Supermarkets are like a quarter of a Walmart, and yes, in the dairy too. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. I wish we cared enough to keep things healthy. It's so hard to eat healthy in this damn country. The main problem is the cost, and like how long things stay good. And like it's just kind of exacerbated by how cheap the unhealthy stuff is. It's not to say that you can't eat healthy. It's just it's more expensive by like a significant margin. And things are already expensive as is, but you live in New Zealand or something, right? So like it's expensive there too, especially because the whole place is an island and you can't grow all your own produce. You have to import overseas. At least most of our stuff can come from Mexico that couldn't also grow in the U.S. So it doesn't have to go through the through over the ocean, which is a little that just increases the price. But time to move to New Zealand. I blame the capitalism for the whole mindset. No, you grow. I mean, you do grow things, but there's some things that just don't quite grow in your area, and you'd have to go overseas for those. Because New Zealand. Okay, I'm actually gonna check real quick. New Zealand. Yeah, you're not quite in the tropics, so there's some things that you can't quite grow. I didn't realize New Zealand was 2 entirely different islands. I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time I'm actually zooming in on New Zealand. Yeah, you can grow plenty. Like, it's a lot of land, but just the things that you could grow have to come through the boat. Or the things that you can't grow have to come through boat versus we can still drive it. It probably still goes through a boat, if I'm being honest, but yours has to, so that makes it more expensive. Not like Hawaii levels of expensive, because Hawaii doesn't even have the land to grow, but like still little pricier than what we could do. But I think that's also because America treats their farmers like dirt. And everyone that gives us food, we're like, oh, what? It's just an apple. What? Do you have a quarter? All right, so that's we've got iron going. So let's climb on up here to the next floor, and let's get our. Let's get some constructors laid down. They take up about that much space. That's enough space to combine it all. And we specifically were placing... Okay. I'm going to place these real quick, and then I'll get back to my apparently very spirited rant about how things are food-wise. Yeah, do y'all go pomegranate? I haven't had it in years, but I love it. Pomegranate's pretty good. I have not learned how to actually eat a pomegranate, but like the juices and stuff that have like pomegranate in them, like it's one of my favorite flavors. Let's place these. You know what? Okay. I've made a revelation today. I think I am most entertaining when I actually like give a damn about what I'm talking about, which is not as often as I want it to be, if I'm being honest. But like, being a health nut is something that I've had to learn out of necessity. Do I have cast screws now? I did get cast screws. But yeah, I feel like I'm most entertaining when I do like have something to like rant about, because like ranting, I love ranting. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Ranting's one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, and not you live in Auckland. That's way up north. Okay. So you do live in one of the warmer parts. Does it actually get like cold down at the bottom of New Zealand? Yeah, I mean, I guess you are a bit further south than I thought. Warmer is a relative thing. You're still bottom of Australia. It's like it's nice and warm in like Melbourne and Sydney. So I guess, yeah, you do live in one of the warmer areas. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of our stores have been Americanized with their product, but most have not. I mean, at this point, like the way that America is operating is really, as Decree says later, a disease. We're infecting other places. It's true. It's pretty bad, if I'm being honest. Like I feel bad about it. I find it hard to do that on stream occasionally, for sure. What, like rant? Or like be entertaining? I'm sorry. That came off much more rude than I thought. I tried to interrupt myself, but it didn't work. Ouch. I'm sorry, Decree. I promise you're entertaining, especially when you're far more drunk than you should be on a Wednesday night. Emotional damage. Yeah, that is correct. That was a lot of emotional damage. I'm sorry. Feel free to hate me. Invalid shape. I can do that. That does work. Sweet. Okay. We're out of tier 3 conveyor resources, so we gotta go back up. Oh man, like, so like, okay, let's go over like my ransom wishes for 7-Eleven. Let's be honest. I don't necessarily want them to like get rid of their Slurpees or to like get rid of the like crappy the taquitos or tornadoes or whatever they want them to be called now. I don't necessarily think getting rid of them is a good idea. Oh, Manta's flying by. Hello. I don't necessarily think that's the best idea to like full on like cut it, because that is a lot of what people want, but I feel like we definitely need more good stuff. Out of everything in New Zealand, you think it's just the people? What do you mean the people? The people for what? In reference to what? I'm missing some context here. Yeah, I can't put it there. I can put it here though. Nope, we'll have to enter from there for this floor. But you think it's just the people that what? Like that are like the good part, the bad part? I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. Now kiss. Mwah. Okay. I actually think this one would be best powered like this. Basic wall. Just the inside wall outlet. And then we'll connect, nope. I mean, we do want to connect that to that, but we also want to connect that down to the one on the previous floor. Everyone is just welcoming, and if something happens, you get like 20 people to come pull over and help. Oh, see, that's something I've heard as well. Like, we're very selfish here over in America. That's like one of my least favorite traits of Americans in general, is that we're just overall a selfish people. I try not to be to make up for it, but like overall, it's all about me. So like I can feel that, but like when something happens, you get 20 people to come over to help. Like, if I'm being honest, you know, the stereotype of you know, being Mormon in Utah, or like religion in general, is that you kind of have this community going. It would be really nice to not have that tied to a religion, and just kind of be like the default state of people. But it's been so drilled into our head that no one cares about you and that you need to do it yourself, that like people have so internalized it that it's bad. It's so bad and wrong. You got your IHOW hoodie and sweatpants merch today? IHOW. IHOW. I'm trying to come up with what that stands for. In her own words. There we go. In her own words. And you're watching them the entire long weekend, and you're wearing them the entire long weekend. Not washing them. That's a better way to put it. Everyone here's just cranky and in a rush. When our engine went out on vacation, it took 2-3 hours for someone to stop on a highway. See, like, that's the problem. I think that's one of the biggest problems I have with everything here is that, like, you want help, but like everyone assumes you're out to get them, like that you're some kind of scammer, and that you're just like you're stranded on the side of the road trying to ask people for a gas because you're a selfish monster that wants to take advantage of generosity or something. Like, America is the land of no good deed goes unpunished. And sometimes it's true, but the problem is that people have internalized it so much that it's just kind of the basic assumption of how the world works now, and that is just, it's not good. Hey, got it. Yeah, in her own words. Yeah. Like, we don't have corrupt cops and rage people speeding down the motorway. Okay, I would like to say that is probably an untrue statement, because those do have to exist everywhere. They're just not everyday occurrences. You do definitely still have people that are 100% in a rush trying to get somewhere and getting angry at people, but it's not nearly as bad or prevalent. And like, corrupt cops especially has just become like an American stereotype that is so bad for us, yet like every time something goes down, it just like further reinforces it. And you can choose to believe what you want if you don't agree with me there, but like, in my opinion, like, we need to be a bit more careful about this kind of stuff as you know, cops in America. It's a fragile road right now, and the world is watching. We are failing miserably to at least show the public that, like, everything's good. Like corrupt cops, like, it's so bad that that's just a TV stereotype now, even here in America. You still blame capitalism? I do too. It's very much a, like, don't get me too started on this, or we're gonna be here all day. Which, like, I know is like the goal, but like, well, yeah, not so bad that someone will pull a gun on you if you drive off the road or brake check you. Yeah, it's bad. And, you know, every time someone's like, guns are what's great about America, I'm like, yeah, sure, buddy. You can say that. Other places have guns too. It's just more responsible. You gotta go through trainings and licensing and everything like we're supposed to do. Be responsible about it. Time for socialist propaganda rant. See, I don't want to get that political, but we do need to help each other. That's one thing. Like, we as humans are social people. We're social animals. We need to help each other. That's one of the things that, like, kept society going. Everyone worked together to help each other, and even the, like, sick, the poor, the disabled, they were all historically helped. And that's how we prospered. But, like, I don't know, at this point I feel like we're getting back to the just base animal instinct of, yeah, well, fuck them. It's this side that's gonna take all 180, right? Oh no, it's only 5. Wait a second. Okay, I do still need more. But it is only 5, so, like, we are gonna have some left over that we can steal. Because we got 180, And it's only 150 being taken, so there's another 30 that'll come out at the end. What is going on here? Why are you not connected? That was confusing. The only gun someone will get in New Zealand is like a sniper for hunting. All automatics were banned and destroyed, as is logical. Yeah, no, I'll agree with that. Automatic guns, definitely very, very, very touchy subject. Very touchy subject here in America. I do think they need a little more licensing, a little more like fixing. There's no way you're going to be able to take them all, though. There's no way you're ever going to get those out of people's hands at this point. It's just there's too much stigma around there coming from my guns that at this point there's no way to get rid of them. We just need to be safer with them at this point. But like hunting, yeah, no, I went hunting as a kid, and like that's a big stinking gun. It was semi-auto, and it had a like 5-6 round clip. That's it. And then like didn't come with a backup clip at all. If it takes you more than 6 shots to kill something while you're hunting, then damn, you suck. You don't deserve to be hunting anymore. One of the big things that I had to do was show that I knew how to aim. Decree, oh god, you keep wanting to rant too. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. It's so complicated. Yeah, it's not. The problem with politics, and the reason that it's hard to talk about politics, is because it's not black and white, but everyone wants it to be because of the damn two-party system here in America. There's exactly 2 parties, and you're either with one or you're with the other, or you are deemed a problem. What's wrong with the country? Yada yada. You can't get a pistol or like a concealed gun license. Yeah, that's fair. Those are probably the most like actually troublesome of the things. Anyway, so you say you gotta go, but good luck. Thank you. See you. No one has the patience and time to actually sit and listen to the full thing. Bye, despair. Not despair jumps. Dune person thing. Yeah, bye. No one has the patience and time to actually sit and listen to the full thing, and the two-party system sucks. Yes, it does. I really wish, like that was literally the founding fathers were like, hey, can we not? And then like George Washington died, and like they were like, but what if we did? And then we were stuck with it. And the rule of how it's worked has only been broken once before, I recall, at least in a presidential election. Only once did a third-party candidate win. There's been a couple times where the everything's been kind of thrown into a loop because an entire political party died, but that usually comes with warning signs, and those aren't here yet. And plates. And then over here. Founding fathers were numbnuts. Some of them were smarter than they let out and did like foresee several of the problems we've seen. Several of them were not good people. fact, the thing I think is numbnuts about these, about the at least people's perception of the founding fathers, is that they were properly able to write a document that would uphold itself for 300 years. Politics are just rich thing, just things for rich people, in my opinion. Like, you don't get educated. That's becoming a more common opinion. Sadly, but it is, because at least here in America, if you're rich, you get to play the political game. Otherwise, I don't recall how old the study is, but there was a study a decade ago or so that looked at policy and how everything worked, the percent of the bottom 99% of the economic scale that cared about how well an issue was, like if 0% of people wanted it, you know, you'd expect there's a 0% chance that it gets passed. If there's a 100% chance that people want it, 100% chance that it gets passed. That just wasn't, no. But the top 1% actually saw if there's a 0% chance it didn't get passed, and if there was a 100% like favorable rating, then it had like a 60% chance. But it was like 30% for all the issues with the average American. So like, this is gross stuff. So like, in a way, yeah, politics is for the rich, and everyone else just needs to, for lack of a better term, get fucked. All right. So that's iron. In the meantime. It's just disheartening. I mean, let's be honest. Don't even get me started on the anti-work movement, by the way. Don't even get me started. Like, Great Resignation is going to be one of the best things that happens to this country. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's all we're going to do. So as far as we're going to go with that, let's talk about something else. So, we get talking about this for a second, like the game itself. So, we've got plates and rods being created now, which are the two main things that we need from iron. There's also screws, but we do have leftover iron that we can use to make the screws. We'll want to make the screws on the spot because screws are freaking If we look at screws in the recipe here, 5 bars makes 20 screws, and I can still only transport 270 of something via this, so it multiplies it by 5. Not what we want to do. You're responding to a text, say it again, you missed it. Fine. The Great Resignation is the best thing that is going to happen to this country in a long time. And if it actually does what it's set out to do, it should greatly help everyone involved in the system. The problem is, it's still an if. You don't know the specifics, but you like the sound of it. The Great Resignation? That's the name that the workers are giving the labor shortage that's happening right now. They're calling it the Great Resignation because so many people are quitting their jobs and not putting up with the same I guess just conditions that they had before. So many more people are asking for better pay, better benefits, And the places that aren't getting it are asking the questions, why doesn't anyone want to work anymore? Well, it's because we're tired of working exactly 39 hours, so you don't have to provide me healthcare, Karen. F yeah, power to the people, baby. That's what I was hoping. I want to see it get bigger, let them burn. Yeah? Yeah? I'll agree with that. Let them burn. If your entire enterprise and the way that everything works is based upon the exploitation of people and their need to not starve to death, you're really just subsidizing your business with food stamps. And with the inflation and the way that rent is going up around the country right now, it's just... there's so many problems. Oh, by the way, I love that I'm cutting off my hand multiple times while climbing this ladder with the sword out. It's great. Best thing ever. Alright, so anyways, now that we're done ranting about that, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, we're dead. Didn't even get a bounce there. That was the most unsatisfying one yet. Capitalism is 100% built around exploitation. Fundamental problem there. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Okay, but I'm going to be honest. We have to, if we're going to have a conversation about the negatives of something, I always like to have a conversation about the positives as well. The positives of capitalism would be that, you know, the original idea behind it all is that the market will work it out. The market's hand will do it. And like for a time, that wasn't necessarily wrong. And the market did do a good job of taking care of everyone. And then people learned that if we can charge somebody $30,000 to get their hip replaced, they can't say no. And from there, everything went south. But, like, again, before that, like the other thing, the other idea is that the capitalism promotes competition. And in places where there is competition, competition breeds innovation. And that's something I've actually, like, seen. And that's part of what the Great Resignation is trying to do, is it's trying to spark up competition so that innovation actually starts happening again. But this time the innovation is for the workers' benefit. But like that's kind of the whole point. Competition breeds innovation, and it does. Like, from what I can tell, from what I've seen, that's not an incorrect statement. Competition does indeed breed innovation. And capitalism is a really good way to force competition into a landscape. The problem is when Walmart and Amazon come in and they eliminate all of their competition, then there isn't competition, and then there is no more innovation. The problem is getting so powerful to reverse the effect. It was getting them... The problem was them getting so powerful. Yes. The problem is when people get too big to fail kind of stuff. That's the problem. I'll agree with that. As soon as people realized that they could charge what they could for things, and then they stopped, like, actually caring about, like, the people and started caring only about the money, is when things started going south. And I do understand that's always kind of been a thing. But the fact that the most powerful people on the planet are literal sociopaths should go to prove something. Like, look at Elon Musk. Look at that man and tell me he isn't a literal psychotic narcissist. Go on, tell me. Smart guy. Has done a lot and has enabled a lot of people to be really smart. He's also really not paid the people to be smart. Same with Bezos. He's enabled a lot of smart people to be really smart, and he's been really wise with how he's done what he's done. It's just he hasn't followed the ethics of the situation. Like, the most controversial thing I can say about this topic is we as humans owe other humans a certain amount of dignity, of respect, of care, and like that's a very not American thing to be saying. That man is off the fucking rails. Can't believe I liked him many years ago. Okay, I still like Elon Musk. I'm going to admit that. I still like the man. I'm just not obsessed with him to the point where I think that he's the best thing that's ever happened to this planet. He is a very smart man, and he has done a lot of really interesting, intriguing things because he was enabled to do so, and he had the money to do so. This is why, low-key, I kind of dig the idea of human-centered capitalism that Andrew Yang advocated for back in 2020. Don't think he's spot-on or perfect, but it's remarkably better than what we have. Human-centered capitalism. That was part of the like universal basic income was a part of that idea, right? As somebody who literally works in the software sector, oh my god, if we don't get universal basic income going in the next 20 years, we're gonna have problems. There's gonna be a lot of problems because my job right now is literally automating out desk jobs. That's literally what I'm doing. My entire job is making it so that you can track people on their phones in a call center without having to be there, without having to see anything. You just run a report and you send it to the boss and you're done. It was an entire job before to be able to go through all of the history and write this stuff up and put it all together. And like, that's just a very minor thing. That was like maybe 1 or 2 jobs in a call center. But like, there's people out there that like literally making robots that can like make a burger for you. There's legitimate robotic pizzerias out there. Like, food jobs are going to be run not by humans within the next 20 years, and I can guarantee you that one. There's going to be a human there for quality control, because that's something that I don't think anyone should ever trust an AI to do. But other than that, at what point is it gonna just be easier for Chipotle to have a robot scoop everything up and fold the burrito for you? You still need to read Raising the Floor by Andy Stern. Universal basic income is a must. Give it a couple decades, it'll be big yikes. This is exactly why I liked Yang. He addressed that directly. Another big one soon, or going soon, is trucking, and that's a huge problem. Yes. Yes, Elon Musk revealed his e-semi for Tesla, and like, sure, it's got some problems, and the radius radius, I guess not radius, but the distance between charging is a little short right now, but the concept is still there. And for somebody based in Southern California, a lot of the trucking, a lot of the imports, they're just right there. This is meant for those short range dock to store kind of things, and it's being automated away instantly. Like, it will be notably cheaper to run a fleet of machines than it is to run a fleet of humans, especially considering robots do not need hourly pay at all, aside from their, charging rate. It's much more predictable than the other problems Tesla's autopilot software has issues with, which means it's way easier to automate than Uber, for example. Correct. All you got to do is get truck A to point B, and you can just have one truck that knows exactly how to do that. It's not a self-driving as much as it is getting from point A to point B safely. There's a lot less problems you can have with something like that, especially if you can, like, record. And again, this is the computer scientist in me. If you can record the route, and you can record, like, what things look like and, like, how things are changing, then you can much more reliably predict, like, oh, that is a sky blue car, not the sky in front of me. I need to stop. It's stuff like that. Like, literally playing a game about automation that is automating away my job and making it more complex, more complicated, harder to do down the line. And we don't think that this is literally what's happening in the world right now. It just doesn't happen in a matter of hours like it does in this game. All right, so I've got rods and plates. Back to the game for a sec. Got rods and plates. We need to automate reinforced iron plates. And I don't have any alternate recipes for that. You know what? Screw it. We are going hard drive hunting because I want some more alternate recipes. Where's the medical inhalers? I'll take 3. Let's go hard drive hunting. Oh, I should use one of these right now real quick. Exactly. I think you would have liked Yang for Democratic primaries. Dude was my first choice. Second was Bernie. See, the only thing I had against Yang was that I really doubt he would have got elected if he became the vote. Just because he was too radical for the moderates. Why would I say that like Bernie wasn't? Not enough space for the power slug. What do I not need? Wood? Sure, don't need wood. Don't need leaves. Don't need that biomass. I think he would have been decent. He had the highest approval from Republicans, only one with double digits. I think a lot of Republican voters would have voted Yang if he was given the platform like Biden or Bernie. That's fair, because he definitely seemed the most realistic about things. Like, he definitely felt more like he actually was thinking. For lack of a better term. Like he actually had a plan based on, like, the idea of what's going to happen in the future. Come here. Come here. He addressed the issues that the Republicans had at the core rather than bullshitting them, lol. Like the trucker thing. And automation taking over factories or malls going out of business because of Amazon. It was relatable. The news just fucked him over. Anyway, I don't want to overload your stream with politics, but like I said, I enjoy a good rant myself. Yeah, no, I enjoy rants too. The problem is you gotta be passionate about it, which means politics is one of the easier things to get people going on. Luckily, I found a Caterium that does not have that on it. Man, I don't even know where the hard drives around here are. All I know is that I'd love one. Sure would love to find a hard drive. I do like that, at least from what I'm seeing, the general consensus of, like, our generation, the Zillennial, the Millennial, the Gen Z, like, the nihilism of the generation is really starting to kind of come to a head and like stop being actual nihilism and more like, hey, the system's bad, we really should just kind of, you know, do something about it. Okay, I'm familiar with this area. I don't remember. Yes, there was right over here. I was gonna say I don't remember where it is. Come at me, bruh. I see you. Oh, where'd he go? Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it, I dare you. Oh, he went flying. All right, that's one hard drive. Let's see if we can find another. Oh, it is so weird to see this area not covered in a factory. Oh my god. This is one of my main factory areas in my my main world. So weird. You went so deep into nihilism, you overflowed to the other side. Yeah, you didn't care so much that you were like, man, this is awful. I feel like I should care. Yeah, there's that one down there. If I recall, that one wanted power. There's also a rather dangerous area. Yeah, there's an alpha spitter. Okay. We're just gonna nice and careful. There's two. Oh, I popped the pod. Got too close. Come on. want these. I'm taking these. And we're leaving. Alright. That's a golden slug. We need one of those. So that we can actually use the purple ones the doggos gave us. It was a great spot to build a factory, I'll agree with that. It basically ended up, well, if nothing matters, that means the only things that actually matter are whatever I deem them to be, and here we are now. I'll agree with that. I like that. If nothing matters, then what matters is whatever I say should matter. Okay, that's a big boy. There's a blue one up there. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're gonna have to go over here. Climb up this most of the way. Get to, like, here. Probably wasn't the best way to do that, but it'll work. Yeah, that was kind of my idea coming out of religion as well. So like I can feel your exact sentiment with, well, if nothing matters, then I get to choose what matters. What matters is friends and community. Helping each other, being nice. At least that's in my opinion. Like I'm one of those guys that, like, even when I'm like in like extreme pain and like going in for my back surgery, like I'm still cracking jokes left and right because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm just that kind of happy-go-lucky, enjoy life as it is kind of guy. Yes, sir, we're still here and conscious, so that counts for something. May as well help other people enjoy theirs as well. Yep. Now, I never got, like, that bad. My wife did. So, like, I don't have the experience firsthand, but I do have a pretty good secondhand account of how that goes, so...
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
No, I will not be harvesting the alien artifacts. Oh no. Hey there! How you doing? Yeah, that's how I thought. Shit. Oh! No! Oh, I didn't get it inhaled in time! No! I've never been a super great optimist, but you feel like that's changed since last year and you're getting better at it. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been an optimist. Like, I'm very much a kind of negative person. Minor spoiler for the new Spider-Man. MJ's whole philosophy of, you know, expect the worst, you'll never be disappointed. That's honestly how I operate on a daily basis. And that's one of the reasons I'm so skeptical of people. Like, I'm gonna help you if you look like you legitimately need help. And, like, you take some time to get to know me. But if you're just on the side of the road asking for money, no. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. One of the big things, like, again, just expect to be disappointed, and you never will be. And like, as terrible as that sounds, like, it's the optimistic view of pessimism, I think would be how I'd put that. Bro, yes, I hit that thought process at like 13. I still go by it quite a lot. Yeah, expect to be disappointed, and you won't ever be. And like, I think that's part of why I could manage to stay so, I guess happy is probably not the correct term, but why even when the worst happens, I can still remain pretty positive about things. Like, I've got a D&D session at 5. I'm still expecting someone to say that they totally can't do it. That way I'm pleasantly surprised when we actually do get to play. Because I've had a few too many get canceled last minute. Alright, so the biggest problem right now to gathering more things is that I don't have my weapon. That is in my crate. So we've got to get the crate. Leave me alone. Alright. The big guy is still gonna be here. Right on my damn box. Come on, come on. No, not like that. Shit. We're running. We're leaving. No! Oh, I'm gonna die to fall damage. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Okay, that box is in a safer spot. Still gotta get back to it. Let's... F it. Let's try going a different route. Shit. Rip again. No, rip again. So this right here is called the road, understandably, because it's actually like a nice flat area that you can just kind of run and drive along. The problem is these. They're little poison boys. You can generally ignore them. They don't put out poison unless you stick around. Oh, no, I want that. Just a bit of healing is gonna... I think this combination will get us back to full. No. It's three mushrooms gets us back to full. Let's see. So I haven't thought about it. Is this just one complete map, or are there other maps, or is it random? I always thought it was random generation. No, there is only one map. It is as per Subnautica. rules where it's one very well crafted map with random elements scattered in it. And that's not to say that things are in random places. They're not. Everything is placed exactly where it is. But these hard drives that I'm gathering, it's not set what recipes are in them. You just get access to 3 random recipes that you could actually use. That one's a fun one to get. Leave me alone. They're still following me? What the hell, guys? Leave me alone! Oh no, there's poison here, that's right. Sort of a swim around this, and swimming takes forever to move. Well, now that we're gonna just take a leisurely swim around the poison gas. Subnautica like that too. It does make sense though. Hopefully it's nice and large. It's absolutely ginormous. This is not a small map by any means, so you only really realize it's one map once you get like late game and you've played a second file. No, leave me alone.
Comply.
No, I will not comply. It's that little orb with the tendrils that's talking to us.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Yeah, it's a huge map. That's half the problem. Lucky for us, our base is actually... It's not like firmly in the middle, but the base that we have here, there's stuff in every direction. So it's not too bad. There's a lot of stuff here that we can use. It's not gonna be awful. That's the 2-hour mark for how long I've been live. We hit it 8 minutes ago, but still. And of course, you know, I forgot to hit record today, so we're posting the Twitch VOD. Woo. Better to post just the full-on Twitch VOD than to post nothing on YouTube, let's be honest. I thought it was a safer spot. It was not. Take. Hey!
Comply.
No! Oh my god. Where's my weapon? Excuse me? Did I not finish picking it up? Did I not get it all? From the danger crate? Okay, he's over there. Go. Still don't have my weapon. Okay, we got him to despawn. If we put this in our hands... Let's see, what can we throw? What can we throw? What do we not need? Don't need that. Got enough of those. Those are being created back at base. That's 4 empty spots for the 4 things that we have in the bag. Armadillo Rhino Boy, very angry, yes. Leave me alone, 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 leave me alone. Okay. At this point, he's caused far too much trouble. We are going to beat the shit out of him. No one does this to me and lives. Do you understand, chat? No one. No one gives me a mild inconvenience and doesn't die. Just keep sidestepping. No one. Do you hear me? Oh, did he fall off? Excuse me. Sir? I'm gonna need to see your death certificate. Sir? Sir! Sir! Yeah, there we go. Fuck off. All the way down the waterfall. Bye! Taking your children with me. And their skin. Yeah, revenge. You know it. You know it. Revenge. All right, let's go make our way back. We've got several slugs and 2 hard drives, which should be enough that we get some of the more interesting alternate recipes. They're actually worth picking up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Around town. Yep. Alright, and then we can just kind of jump up. And then... No, we do have to do ladders. That's fine. Yoink. Now, I don't believe we've actually used... No, I think we have, in the coal specifically, but these slugs make these things called power shards that speed up how things get used. Okay. Gotta be careful here. There's 3 of them. Use the last medical inhaler. And we get a yellow one. Yellow ones are 2, blues are 1, and purples make 3 power shards. Power shards allow us to increase the efficiency of our buildings for exponential power increases. So I can set, for example, one of our miners to mine at more than the 240. One shard allows 50%. And you can do up to 3 total in one spot. They didn't even see me coming on that one. Wondered where that third one ended up. Okay, I think we need to go this way, or we're gonna overshoot. There's the manta. Alright. So alternate recipes like that, or the not alternate recipes, the hard drives are more useful later in the game because you have access to possibly more and better recipes. But it's good enough for me for now. So we'll need sulfur to explode that one. I need to figure out where this one is. There's gotta be like a cave or something. What the hell? Is it up here? Because currently the alien artifacts, they don't do anything. Oh, it's a power slug. How long has there been a power slug just chilling right by my base? What the heck? Oh no. Alright, let's try to make another doggo friend real quick. So I've learned that the doggos forget you every time you die. So now that I'm not planning on dying anytime soon, I can take the berry and I can go find a doggo. Which, last time I checked, nope, it's still making the sound. Yeah, there's gotta be a cave or something. Aggressive T-posing. With noises. Okay, last I checked. Oh boy, I found the cave. This is gonna be full of spider boys. Just gonna try to trigger them one at a time. I can handle one. It's when you have like 5 that it becomes a problem.
news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
We're gonna get out of this cave. I told you it had to be in a cave or something. I told you! We're just going to recolor that floor so it's more obvious that that is a different floor before we actually get some quartz mined so we can make some windows. That end, I feel like it'll look just a little bit better to not have it be a solid box like that. But yes, the doggos forget you. That they do. Come here, doggo. Come here. Where are you, Mr. Doggo? I know you're supposed to be here, Mr. Doggo. Mr. Doggo, come on. Hello? I just want you to bring me things. I just want slave labor. Come on. Why doesn't anyone want to work? Fine. All right. Ugh. I gotta take at least a little bit of a break here. Probably won't keep streaming for much longer after I come back from the break, but I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. And then we'll probably go another half hour, probably get another floor going, try to get back to our base state where we were before, of a little bit of everything being created, so that we can actually be able to play. Anyways, BRB, sometime less than 10 minutes. I don't know how much less, but yeah, BRB. Alrighty, I'm back. Mention of chicken skewers at a New Zealand area bakery dairy. That's what they're called. So I warmed up. Woo! Just dropped that. Okay. Woo. Okay, I caught it. Nom, nom, nom. Chicken skewers. I warmed up some chicken skewers. It actually sounded really nice. Alright. I really should have got a hard drive going before we took that break. Ah, man. I'm such a doofus. But like, just imagine if they had chicken sticks like this at like a 7-Eleven or something. So much better than what they have. We're not going to sit here for 10 minutes, by the way. I'm just going to finish this stick real quick. There's 6 more, though. Alright. So we need to make a bunch of... Okay, let's just come in here and do it. So heavy modular frames are going to be required for the space elevator. I don't think that's required for this go around, but for the next one for sure. But we can automate all the way up to the heavy modular frames. The regular modular frames want reinforced iron plates, and that's what we're hoping to get a new recipe for. Because a new recipe for the reinforced iron plates would make it easier, considerably easier. But we just have to actually do it. That's also the hard part. We should also get encased industrial beam going soon. Rotors and stators for motors, that's right. Yeah, we're already at the point where doing this all on a 5x5 is going to mean that this thing just skyrockets. This just goes up and up and up and up. Alright. Well... I really don't want to start with reinforced iron plates until we do that. And reinforced iron plates are really needed for pretty much everything. I guess we could do... We could get copper going. That would be a terrible idea. Alright, I got a yellow slug. Oh no, we're already researching stuff. Hold up. Yellow slugs in there. Yellow slugs. Alright, so that's a versatile framework. That wants steel and... Jeez. We definitely need more steel than we're getting. That was just a good starter. So then automated wiring wants the stator on 20 cable. That is a very, very copper-hungry recipe. Alright, we'll want to make 2 of these so that we can upgrade the copper over there, make it all pure. Oh, I don't have the mod frames! Did they get deposited? Or do I just not have any more? I got deposited. Okay, good. Never automated those yet, so that's definitely on the list. Alright, and so now that that's a miner Mark II, we got 240 per minute coming out here. Good, it's nice and important. And we can do the same thing up on that floor that we did to this one. And by the way, it doesn't need to be a 3, it should just be a 2. There we go. Minute and a half, that's enough time to place some things. Logistics, conveyor, splitter. Oh, well, let's actually place the smelter first. No, we place the splitter, and then we'll move the splitter. The smelter will intersect just a little bit. 2, 4, 5 more. Just like that. Alrighty. Time for some, hopefully, winning the lottery. We're looking for something, anything that improves our process. There's a lot of things that can actually improve our process right now, but there's a couple things that we either can't or won't use yet. There it is. That's just the one we wanted. Stitched iron plate. Literally exactly the one I wanted. That way it doesn't actually use the rods. Which means I don't think we actually need them. Alright, there's that one. And we've got another hard drive. We'll see what options that one gives us here in a bit. But now they're definitely setting up copper, because that is exactly what we wanted. Let's go. And then we need that's right, it doesn't support one. Okay. I did forget about that tiny little fact that we only have the one. Well, let's assume we're maxing it to 270, which means we can support 9, not just 8. Do another right there, and another right there. There we go. 9, so that'll be a full one of these coming out and going in. All right, we'll take the wall. We'll just do a conveyor like that, and then we'll need to. Oh no! That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What are you up to? Just laying down because your brain got hurty. Lol. Okay, we're up to getting copper going while we're waiting for our last alternate recipe to go. The exact alternate recipe we wanted is the one that we got. It's called stitched iron plates. So now our reinforced iron plates can be made faster and more efficiently, more easily by including copper wire as well. And so we're making the copper system now. But that'll make it a lot better. It's copper doesn't see a lot of uses, especially in the early game like this. So nice to give it a solid use. And then we've got another alternate recipe researching here. It'll be another 7 minutes before it's done. Alrighty, that goes on up. So yeah, we're just setting up copper so that we can actually, you know, use copper. Oh, by the way, Decree, I believe I haven't told you this yet, but I am beginning to plan a legitimate big boy vacation. And I'm excited for it. Big boy vacation, I mean, not a, you know, go stay with my family in Washington State kind of vacation. Yes, full-on big boy vacation. The current idea is sometime late spring, probably May, to head off to the East Coast, because I've never actually been to the Eastern United States. Thinking of going and seeing DC with a stop just for a day in New York. Okay, 2 days in New York. But still, should be quite the experience, because I've heard it's completely different from how everywhere I've been works. A lot of my childhood vacations were over to California, so it'll be interesting. But, very cool. I hear the East Coast can be pretty rad. Been around there once in Connecticut. Had a lot of trees. Just don't hold any riots when I visit the DC. Oh, no fun. Definitely wouldn't do a certain riot that's had an anniversary recently. Definitely not that one. I can tell you that for sure. Half because that's that was a little ridiculous. Conspiracy theorists gonna conspire. That one is scheduled for 2024. Yep, as far as I'm aware, it's gonna happen whether we want it to or not. Alright, let's get a power cell so that we can actually properly, or not a power cell, a power shard. So that we can get a full... Because there's no other copper near us. This is our only source of copper for the next long while. Till I specifically build another source for the copper, so... So it's now going to max out this system. And that's copper going. Alright, so next time that means that it will be time to actually do the copper. Actually use the stuff to make the more complicated parts, but for now we have rebuilt the basics in a much more efficient manner than we had before. Let's get a nice picture for the thumbnail. Put that away. And... ooh, leaving it the manta in it. There we go. Nice. All right, let's see if we get a nice alternate recipe here. Minute and a half. We can put together the collection part of this floor in that amount of time. Conveyor merger, yep. And we want it to go in the center. No. Yes. Because the bottom floor has 2 going out there. So if we come out the center here, we can still be fine. Along the line here. All right, and then right as we finish it, of course, timing. Yes, big tall trees. It was very nice. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been to Washington State a lot, and those trees, man. Can't understate how absolutely tiny the trees are here in Utah, even the big ones. Yo. That is perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. So this makes it so that if I smelt the iron before it goes into a foundry, I get an extra steel out of the deal. Because before it was 2 iron ore and 2 coal makes 2 steel. This is if I process the iron first and then put the coal in it, I get an extra steel ingot out of the deal. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. That was a phenomenal 2 hard drives. We got exactly what we wanted on the first one and exactly what we needed on the second. Oh, that was so good. That's so perfect. That could not have gone better. Man, oh, that's amazing. Okay, we're soon to start fully stacking up everything here. You want to let it all stack up before you let it go. Just because the way that the splitters typically work is they split in a 50-50 pattern, so you've got to wait for this one to fill up for everything to come through. And so we've got to keep doing that, otherwise your last ones barely get anything. So the fact that this one's still flowing is a problem. We want to make sure they all back up before we do anything with this, with the copper from here. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit inconsistent initially. Eventually, it'll get consistent, but it takes longer if you don't let it back up. Anyways, let's get another picture. The manta is coming, so let's get it. Let's get this bread. You know what? Let's climb up right here. Wait for it. Allow him to be majestic. That's a rule of thirds it. That'll do. I'll pick one of those. You don't hate our trees, but man, would you love to be surrounded in the big tall ones. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't hate our trees. It's just you don't realize how small they are until you go somewhere else. Well, anyways, that'll do it for today's stream. That is a little less progress than I was hoping to get done, but hey, it was still a fun time, that's for sure. And that's what this is all about. This isn't about making progress. This isn't about speed running. This isn't about being quick. This is about sitting here, having a good time. That's it. Yeah, where I was, businesses and homes couldn't really see each other. There were so many trees. Super neat. Great stream. Good vibes. Thank you. Thank you. So there's a if you ever drive into like Portland or like southern Washington along the river that separates Washington state from Oregon. There's a city you want to stop at right before Portland that's like built into the side of the almost canyon, not really canyon, but like that was the most like secluded I've ever felt in a Taco Bell. There's just so many trees, so much green that you couldn't see anything else other than the parking lot and the Taco Bell. And it was even like elevated a bit from the roads. You couldn't even see the main road that you actually came in from. It felt like it's just a Taco Bell in the middle of nowhere. It's a very well-populated area. A lot of cars. But man, did it feel like it was just like a Taco Bell in the middle of a forest. Like, something about the sentence, the most secluded I've ever felt in a Taco Bell. It's different. You gotta check it out. I mean, it was just fun. It was just fun to like look out the window and be like, I have no clue where I am. It's just green trees. And, oh, it was a good time. It was a good time. Well, anyways, that'll do it for this stream. Next time we put all this stuff together, and we should be sending off the next combination of things in the space elevator. But until then, I'll see ya. Oh, gotta not forget the self promotion. So Monday, doing an old school RuneScape stream with Decree B here in chat. Phenomenal time. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do because we kind of accomplished everything we really needed to do. So I still need to decide what we're even gonna do for the old school RuneScape stream. Wednesday, I'm not sure I'm gonna stream or not. It's still up in the air. But Decree B here does a Minecraft SMP, and he'll be streaming that Wednesday night. I will be at least participating if I'm not streaming at the time. It's a good time. You want in on that? Go hit him up on Wednesday. And otherwise, I'll every Saturday around lunchtime, I stream this 5x5 challenge in the most relaxing game I think I've ever played. So, anyways, without further ado, I will see you guys later. Bye!